Every Sunday night on the Bible Forum, we are watching these things unfold. And those of us who are older, we've been around a little bit longer, we mourn the passing of a kinder, gentler society. Not a perfect society, but one that had a little bit more patience, a little bit more understanding, a little bit more grace, and a little bit more power when those things pop up. The days when being an American meant that you were a different kind of bird. You may not have been a Christian, but you lived in a world where Christian grace was being expressed. At least it was dominating the culture, and you were free, able to be prosperous and culturally significant, able to develop your family, to work with others in your neighborhood. Maybe you grew up in a neighborhood like I did. I think they were all over the country, where pretty much everybody in the neighborhood lived the same as you did. You didn't have to worry about your kids going to play over at Johnny's house or Mary's house, because those folks over there lived pretty much the same as you did. They held the same values that you did. It was more of a small town mentality, and people were able to do the things that they needed to do. They got it done without the interference from the government, and certainly didn't get interference from anybody else. And it was a more hopeful time. And all that is gone. We don't have that anymore. That was stolen from us. Our leadership, the folks who are activists, and even some of the antagonists, they've robbed us of our innocence and of our peace and of our hopefulness. All you have to do is go to the website and look at the rundown of the events and the things that we're going to be talking about tonight. And you can see it very, very clearly. People are out there saying, I'm a Christian because I say I'm a Christian. My lifestyle, my philosophy, my morality, my attitudes, they're not all that Christian. But that's not what defines me, you see. I'm defined by the fact that I claim that I'm a Christian. I've said the sinner's prayer. I'm living a life that's not very godly, but I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can, and that's just where God has me right now. We've got some folks out there who are living in a more selfie culture. You heard about the selfies, where people take the pictures. The selfie becomes the sign of the times. The President of the United States goes around the world and takes pictures with other people. It's just a wonderful thing that we do. Technology has brought us this, but it has also deadened us to things that are real. Do you know how many people have been killed trying to get a picture of themselves in front of a rushing train or a truck? Just this past week, a fella almost died, got bit by a snake, trying to take a picture of himself in front of this snake. Said it used up all of the anti-venom serum in 2 states. He got a bill for like $153,000. If you go to the website, thebibleforum.net, you'll see a link to my blog. It actually has a picture of people taking pictures of a meteor that's coming in to actually destroy the whole universe. And they're just standing out there taking pictures of it. That's the kind of thing that we're doing today. The world is gathered around the technology. We have a lot of other things that we're going to talk about. We've got a whole list of things you can access, you can look at, talk about. Boy Scouts of America have just passed a ruling saying that homosexual leaders can go out with these boys on camping trips. We have a sitting Secretary of State who has no understanding whatsoever of the rule of law. He was asked a point-blank question about whether he would abide by the Constitution, and he said, well, it depends. He's more in the Clinton category. We've got Communist Russia, who just inaugurated a new flag. And the flag is a picture, a silhouette of a traditional family structure, mom, dad, and 3 children. Uh, or is it 2 children? Whatever it is. Communist Russia is praising the nuclear family, the traditional family. And here in Christian so-called America, we're doing everything we can to undermine and to denigrate that same institution. That's how just upside down and backwards all of this is. Over on our livinggodly.net blog, there's an article asking you if you are fooling yourself. And we're going to talk about that a little bit. We've got Cecil the lion this week. You know Cecil? Cecil got killed. 2.5 million children die, and nobody says anything about it. But Cecil gets killed, and the whole world is up in arms. Everybody wants to run off and do something about that. We're going to have it at Halloween time. We're going to have the first live exorcism on television. Something called Destination America. It's a Discovery Channel spin-off of something or other, and we're going to get to watch that. We've got the Pope back in the news. People think he's the Antichrist. They just will not leave it alone. Other people think he's the best thing since sliced bread. We're going to look at a little bit of the eschatology, the doctrine of final things, the prophecies that are out there. And then there's all kinds of other little things here and there that are going to pop up as we get down the road, and we want you to be a part of it. So stay with us, and we'll get started.